Deepak, he has a question.
Hey, Ed, this was wonderful. This is phenomenal. My wife is a physician, and my daughter has just started as a first year resident. So it's very close to my heart, and she's working in a COVID hospital in Boston. So pretty close to my heart. So my question was that you spoke about digital transformation and the high tech stuff. But on the other hand, some of the low-tech stuff like availability of PPEs, aprons, gowns, masks, and all that kind of thing. So how does one strike a balance between these two? And what is the right mix? Because the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Even if we have the best high tech, if this low tech is not available, then again we end up in a fiasco.
Yeah, I agree with you, and thank you for your wife and daughter's service.
Thank you.
Yeah, that goes back to some of what I was saying regarding public surveillance and supply chain and sharing data. So for whatever reason, some of it is competitiveness, some of it is lack of technology, some of it is lack of vision, some of it is there's been no impetus to do anything. But we've not been transparent with our data. We don't share data with other organizations. And you're right, that's low-tech stuff that this pandemic showed this huge void. We could have been much further along. Again, and none of what I say is meant to be taken politically, or I think everyone's done the best they can with the situation. But I think what we've learned is that we need to have an ecosystem now, a framework, a fabric that shares information freely, that we know where our supplies are. We have good inventory supply. We're able to move supplies around and do that all in an automated fashion. Utilize, I know we're talking low tech, but also we can utilize AI and do some predictive capabilities about, okay, based on these models, let's shift some of our PPE over here. And so I think we're going to need to get to that level of granularity for the future. You know, and just the basic sharing of information. We're finding studies about, okay, what type of patients are more at risk. And if we all shared this clinical information across the world, let alone our country or our state or our city, we'd be so much further along. So we do share. There are areas where they're sharing de-identified information, and we can use it for the public good, but it has to be de-identified. Those are low tech. We can do that with the technology that exists today, but for political barriers, competitor barriers. But again, I think COVID has sliced through that, and I think there'll be a lot of public health good that comes from this.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ed.